Hey, how's it going? This is Will. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can increase the speed of your fretting hand. Before we begin, I just want to quickly mention that I've created a free course on speed picking. If you want to take your speed picking to the next level, you might want to check out the course. More info can be found in the description below the video. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, when it comes to increasing the speed of your fretting hand, there are two things that you should try out. The first one is to basically have your fingers, the tip of the fingers, be as close to the strings as possible whenever you play. And a good way for you to maximize the economy of the left hand, of the fretting hand, is to basically have the fingers point at the fretboard whenever you play, as opposed to having it completely parallel to the strings. Of course, you'll still be muting the string with the index finger, but if you lift your hand up just a little bit so that all of the fingers point at the fretboard as opposed to being parallel to the strings, completely parallel to the strings, you'll find it easier to switch back and forth between the fingers. The second thing you should try out is to basically re-examine the way that you fret and unfret each note. Usually, whenever people unfret a note, there are two ways that they can go about it. The first one is to basically pull your finger down so that it creates a pull-off sound. This is pretty much a technique that's utilized in legato playing quite often. But if you're alternate picking or economy picking every note, what you usually tend to do is lift your finger up away from the string in a straight line as opposed to pulling it down like when you're playing legato. And this is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong about this technique. It's just that whenever you unfret a note, the finger will have to pull away from the strings. Whenever you fret a note, you would have to apply pressure and you'd have to carry the weight of that string. Lowering the action of the guitar makes it easier for you to build speed. But if you want to speed up the fretting hand even more, what you can try to do is pay attention to the direction that your fingers move whenever you fret or unfret each note. What you should try to do is to basically move your fingers in a line that's at a diagonal angle to the strings. It's almost like the fingers are moving parallel to the strings as opposed to heading straight down for the strings. And the reason why you should do this is because whenever you change strings, the last finger that you use on each string would have to move away from the string that you've just played, and it has to carry or bear the weight of that string. And this can really slow you down. If you move your fingers in a line that's diagonal to the strings, you wouldn't have to carry all of this weight. The finger doesn't have to carry all of this weight when it moves away from it. And ever since I've applied this technique, it has really helped to make my fretting hand so much faster, and I have a much easier time trying to keep up with all of the position changes, the string changes, or trying to keep up with the picking hand in general. So you should try out this technique for yourself and see whether it works for you. If you like what you saw, you can help me out by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future content that is similar to this one. Also, leave in the comment down below the things that has helped you to improve the speed of your fretting hand. I'd love to learn more about them.
Thank you.